Welcome back, folks, to Yogiland and the fifth part of my little episode. Let's get started with the Yogiland map. And today I want to talk to you about the buying places, the selling places, and the PDA icons. And that is where we are right now on the PDA map if you push escape. Because I've changed those icons a little bit. First of all, not all the texts are shown at those places where these hotspots are too close together, because then you could read nothing when all the text is above one another. But if you click on the icons, you will still see it, like the horse stable there. Sorry, this game now is set to German, but it looks exactly the same on your English version. So, about the icons. First of all, the yellow text and the yellow arrow pointing down. These are selling places where you can sell your goods, and I will get back to this in a minute. The white icon, for example, here, the white arrow pointing down is the farm storage, or then we also have 4 railway stations which have a built-in storage, and there you can see a little locomotive sign with a arrow inside pointing down. So these are all storages. Then we have some special icons. For example, there is the shop, and there is the animal dealer with that little chicken. And then there are many, many little white houses. And those white houses represent production sites, like here for ketchup. So this means something will be produced there. For example, here the bakery. So you bring flour, you bring water, you bring sunflower, and they will make bread out of it. The white houses. There's only one blue house. That's your farmhouse. And when you teleport there, you will end up directly in the sleeping trigger. So then we have those hexagon icons. They represent buying places where you can buy something, like here the buying silo on the farm area. And finally, last but not least, those light blue balls are places where you can fetch water, whether it is on land, where there is a tank or something, and also on the ocean front, where you can fetch water out of the ocean, where you have a shallow place to drive in safely with your tanker. And those places to fetch water are, well, something like a buying place, because you are buying water. And here we are at the water tank at the animal pen area, where I just put my tanker, which is only half full. So I push the R button, and you see on the right side below it gets filled up all the way to 100,000 liters, and we pay nothing. Water costs 0, whether it is out of the ocean or from a water tank like here. All right. Now let's talk about the selling places, those with the yellow text and the yellow arrow. These are selling places. We have 10 selling places plus the biogas plant. That's where we are right now. The biogas plant, the BGA, is also a selling place because you sell your silage over there. There's only one special thing to know. You will get the money only once a day at midnight. So when you put there your silage, your money will not change. It will change at midnight. So now let's have a look at those 10 places, at those 10 selling places, which you have there on the price table. So for example, we have the export center. The export center is something special because they buy everything, but at a 20% lower price. That's the downside. And there are many other places which buy only special things. For example, the church. The church will buy only holy water and incense from you guys. And you see here 2,800. That's good money for incense. And there is also the holy water. The church will also give you 20% higher prices, as well as the surf shop. The surf shop, why? Because these places, like the surf shop and like the church, there are down there, far away, as well as the Ledley, that's the supermarket, also far away. And at the Ledley, you get 10% higher prices. Or, for example, the spinning mill up there gives you 10% higher prices. So what I did is those selling places which are far away from your central farm area will give you a little bit more money, will give you better prices. All the others will pay normal prices. So, for example, here is a truck with some flour. And what's the price for flour? There we have flour. And you can see this yellow place, which I highlighted, Resterampe, that's a German word. They pay 965. Well, that's not the best one. Ledley would pay more, but the good news is that the Resterampe is just across the street, close to your central farm area. So let's sell the flour there. And you just push on I, and it starts unloading, and on the upper right side you see that your money rises. So 10 selling places plus BGA. And now let's get to the buying places. As I just said, water is also something like a buying place, even though the price is zero. But buying places means this is a place where you can buy something, and you need to know that you don't need to own the land. Everybody can buy there something. First of all, let's start with the mine. There you can get ore, and we need that special gold bucket and with our front loader, wheel loader, sorry, with the wheel loader, and we push R, and it starts filling up the bucket, which has a capacity of 10,000 liters. And on the upper right side, you see that now the money goes down because you pay 100 euros or dollars, whatever currency you have on your game settings, per 1,000 liters. Now, the maximum capacity was 10,000. And that's why we pay 1,000 euros for it. And then you just bring it over to the shaker. So buying places means you don't need to harvest something or produce something. You simply buy it for money. Now we put the ore inside our shaker and it will filter out the gold ore. Another buying place, and I believe an important one, is the buying silo right on your central farm area. Here you can buy those 5 things every farmer needs, especially at the beginning of a new game. And that is lime, seeds, fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and herbicide. Those 5 things you need to get going with your farming and harvesting. And here we have a spreader which can carry lime or fertilizer. So let's buy some lime. And this one has a capacity of 100,000 liters. And you see again how the money goes down because you pay for it. And the good news is for all those 5 goods which I pointed out, you will you will pay the normal price. Normal price means every good, every food type, every field type has a standard price. And this is what you pay. And you don't need to drive over to the shop and buy those little pallets. I mean, I guess a lime pallet has a capacity of, is it 1,000 or 2,000? So you would buy 50 or 100 pallets to fill up this spreader. I guess it's much better over here, more convenient to fill them up here. Also, the sewing machines and everything, just pull under it and fill up the things. Again, seeds, lime, fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and herbicide. That is what you can get here for the normal price, like you would buy them in pallets at the shop. Okay, let's move on to the gas station. There is a gas station right on your farm, there in the corner, besides the high pressure washer. And there you can fill up your vehicles at a 25% lower price. You know, farmers always get better prices for this. They don't pay VAT or something, I don't know. But you need to pay for it. You know, that's a buying place. So I have to pay for it. And you see it, I push R and we paid 413 euros to get our quadtrack filled up. This is one gas station. And the other one is at our production site. At the port, in the harbor area, we have our diesel production. And the diesel production has also this. And this is connected to the storage, which means you pay nothing. You pump it out of your storage. Of course, it does cost something in a way because you could sell the diesel, right? So it's not for free. Absolutely not for free. But you take it out of your diesel production storage. Now, if you take a look there on the display, you see there is nothing in the storage. It shows 0. What happens? I push R, nothing happens. Well, which is quite clear, because if if the storage is empty, you can't fill up your vehicle, right? So it will not switch to a buying place um, and you get filled up and need to pay for it. No, it's simply a gas station connected to your diesel storage. All right, next one. It's the Yogi Well, where you can fetch holy water. Holy moly. And that's on the east side of the map, in the center. And you just put a tanker over there and press R, and then it starts filling, as you can see down there on the right side, but very slowly. Um, well, it's a buying place, but the price for holy water is 0. So the holy water you fetch here is for free. But the downside is it fills up slowly, 1000 liters per minute real time. Now this is a 100,000 liter tanker, which means it would take 100 minutes real time to fill it up completely. And here is the little trick. I detach my truck because you don't have to have a truck attached. This filling will continue and you can drive around with your truck, do other things for those 100 minutes real time. The tank will continue filling and loading the holy water. So we have been at 700 liters. Now attach again and take a look. Where are we now? At 1300. So you see, filling had continued. Holy water is a nice idea because you pay nothing for it, but you can sell it. You can sell it at the church. So let's have a look there at the church. Oh, at the surf shop is even a better price. 644 euros per 1000 liters. You know, sailors, um, they believe in superstitious stuff. I know. That's why they need holy water for sure. So, just think about it. If your tanker would be full with 100,000 liters and you drive over there and sell it, you will get 64,400 euros with no costs. Isn't that a good deal? I believe so, yeah. And you could also use the holy water and bring it over to the monks. They need it to produce herbicide. That's a second idea. So, and the last buying place is the limestone quarry. You know, before on my other maps we had this funny building where they fetched lime out of water. Well, that's not very realistic, but we had nothing else. Now today on the Yogiland map we have a limestone quarry, and that's also a buying place. So you pull under it and push R again, and then you get the limestone. And the limestone fills also a little bit slower, and it costs you 60 euros per 1000 liters limestone, and you will bring it over to the lime factory, which is only 100 meters away. And there it is. And they will produce 50% lime out of limestone. Now, if you calculate, you pay 60 euros per 1000 liters of limestone, but you only get half of it, lime out of it, so which means your costs of 1000 liters Lime would be 120 euros then. Now, if you take a look on the price table and if you sell it and don't use it yourself, um, on the lime spreader, there is the icon, and you see if you would sell the lime, you get 340 to 460 euros per 1000 liters. And you paid 120, right? Well, that's not a bad deal. You triple your costs. This is a decent way to make some money, especially at a startup of a new game where you not already have millions in your bank account, right? So I stop loading and pull forward just to show you here is the lime factory, and you bring the limestone over there, and there you get 50% lime out of it. That's the way it works. Easy and easy money. And these were the 5 buying places. It was the mine for the gold production, the limestone quarry, which we have right now. We had the Yogi well with the holy water. We had the gas station, including the one at the diesel production, where you can tank out of the storage. And finally, on the farm, the buying silo, where you can buy seeds, lime, fertilizer, etc. That's it for now. On the next, let's get started. Episode 6, I will talk about the production sites and some special things to know about that. Until then, have fun with the Yogiland map and join my Discord. Much more to download from there, all the other mods. Take care. Bye bye. Yogi.